brought you your favorite from the meat house.
Yes? Well, look who it is. You have made quite a stir, and given the state of things, that is a singular accomplishment. To what do I owe the honor, Harbinger? Did he now? How magnanimous. But approval is approval, and I will gladly take it. I will spare you much of the technical detail, as I confess that pieces of it I barely understand myself. One cannot help but notice the energy field around the scaled citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and it has proved quite impossible to get through. We had the beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy to see if we could penetrate the barrier, but the project came to a halt. Politics got in the way. Every one of the houses needs to contribute, and every one realized they could potentially use it for leverage. What should have been a cooperative effort turned contentious. Easy decisions became negotiations. And so, construction never began. We have sat here, staring at this disaster as supplies pile up for well over a week now. Serpent help us, it is infuriating. Indeed. All must serve. I believe I've done enough complaining for now. Time to get to work. If you're here, the Council has likely sent word to the houses that it's time to stop the infighting. I doubt it will be enough. I need to oversee construction here, make sure things are built to specifications. If you could follow up with the houses, that may speed up the process. The first convert in generations. The only one to have heard from the speaker since the disaster. Oh, I think they will listen. House Fetal owes us access codes for the city power grid. It's the only way to guarantee enough power to activate the device. House Kadik was supposed to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience with the original Citadel experiment. No idea why they refused to send her. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef, he has been distant, guarded. He claims to have vital information about an important component of the experiment, but has withheld it until now. Help me get what we need, and we will see what we can do for the Speaker. And for House Varun. And we have been nearly overwhelmed. These phantoms. I know. I have lost friends and colleagues myself. We have encountered several interesting phenomena. First, while the phantoms shift to a fully human form when killed, they often retain small shards that appear to be... Second, we have learned that these horrors, we have managed to collect enough to run experiments, while they have no use in the development of the morning. The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffice, if you have the materials. And depending on how you can... Yes, we have been... These phantoms, I know. I have lost friends and colleagues myself. We have encountered several interesting phenomena. First, while the phantom... Second, these horrors, and we have managed to collect... Well, they...
audience. This is exactly the impression
So,
we don't want to
Ekris
give.
has sent our newest harbinger to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jimal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction. Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself. I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice? If only it were that simple. I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers, but the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the House. They're being held hostage by zealots, and now they're demanding negotiations. You are right when it comes to trust. But I don't believe the negotiations are a trap. The Zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Maline. They know we can't. Aha. My thoughts exactly. Normally, I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action. And that is where the issue lies. I don't know where the Zealots are keeping Sahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated. Indeed, they are. As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now. On my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. So don't expect them to be forthcoming. Get the information any way you see fit. As long as no physical harm comes to them. We are speaking, are we not? Your attention, please? See that you do. You'll find Merrick upstairs in the meditation room.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here? And you are? Ah, the heretic turned promised. I was wondering when our paths would cross. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me? I'm sorry, did you say zealots? Why would I know anything about such extremists? Absolutely ridiculous. So much for confidentiality. I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, I see what's going on here. Well, I am one of the few. I can't imagine where the Ministry of... I do have a natural talent. It's nice to see I'm being properly recognized. I may... Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. But altogether, I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are zealots, you know. You have no idea. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the zealots my way. Not to mention the stress. I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid. The zealots do have the element of unpredictability. I was wondering when your own agenda would come into play. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the zealots, and like I've told Razma 1,000 times, so... You make a good point for an outsider. And perhaps I should... The location you're looking for, it's an old Varun. Razma will know it. Watch your...
Something I can do for you?
I hope Merrick was... You must have gotten the location. Ah, yes, the old Varun military outpost. It's a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates. The sooner the better. Now that we have a rescue mission, I expect the current plan is to meet us there Wednesday. Good. I'll stall the zealot. That being... Now, Jamal.
Harbinger, a word before you go. Tell me, Harbinger, what do you know about the Zealots? An oversimplified observation, but correct nonetheless. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots? I'm surprised she even mentioned that much. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Razma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence. Does it? I'd be curious to know what you've discussed. House Kadik already has a reputation. Razma wants the zealots. She's been employing them. This kind of what none of us the aftermath is what Razma has lost control. She only appears that House Kadik, but worse, we need to cut ties. Serpent guide you. Like I said, House Kadik shouldn't, but worse, we need to cut ties. One would think I want you, and while my position won't, should the hostage. Perhaps you don't understand. The people look up to us, the fall of those few lives, sacrificing once Rasman. Reporting this to her, she'll merely, if you want that to. I knew you'd be reasonable, Harbinger. As you may have guessed, when you arrived, the Zealots had already. See that you do. I look forward to seeing.
Since you've been accepted, I wonder if you'll see our...
Serpent's grace. I knew it. I knew she wouldn't just leave us here to rot. It's more than just me. There are others. The Zealots have been using them to force me to continue my research here. They think I have all the answers. So my theory is... I knew it! But no, of course. I wish I could have that. I overheard that... Not only does... I get it. Yes, step one is... The Zealots aren't... I told them I needed... They think I'm applying... Right. Getting... The other hostages... I can disengage... You just have to clear... Oh, I'm not... While you get the... I'll meet you in the other... And the well-thought-out one... I just need enough time to... Think of it as a fail... You sure will.
A zealot. The Great Serpent is... I wish it were the zealots. Please. I'll be keeping an eye out. I can't. By the serpent, you did it.
Thank you. Oh, you
Bless you for saving us.
I just want to go home.
Still
I thought we
can't
were dead.
believe the great
Thank
serpent
you.
was truly watching over us.
I hope the others are all right.
Great serpent, save. The great serpent has heard me. Thank you.
Is this the end? Thank the serpent. I thought I was done for.
You did it. You got everyone out. You did it! It's true what they say. The air really does smell fresher.
Serpent, bless you. We owe you our lives. Thank you.
Correction, it's time for you to get back. I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure everyone here is okay to make it back safely. I'll catch up with you shortly. Just let me know where the negotiations are taking place. Don't worry. Razma came through for me. It's only fair I return the favor. I'll be there when it counts. Now go.
The great serpent was truly watching over us.
Was your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over? You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is. The UC has no power here. Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
You're so willing to sacrifice your allies at Shadow Station Epsilon?
You don't think they're as prepared as we are? We all answer the call, and if that day is today, so be it. No, but it's the death they know is possible. Besides, you think I'd turn my back on the insults thrown here today?
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life and the lives of everyone at Shadow Station Epsilon over your pride, Mihail? No, I for one don't think you will. And you can't deny our partnerships have been beneficial for us both.
We'll see about that. The entire refuge? It can't be possible. Yes. Their lives are better spent in active service. Perhaps you speak true after all. All right. I won't deny my brethren the death they deserve. But I won't forget this either. Don't think this won't change anything, Razma.
Things have already changed, Mihail. From the moment you kidnapped House members. These negotiations are over. Now leave.
You have no idea how satisfying that was.
House Kadik is in your...
As am I.
Sahima.
I know. And here, it's the I'm sure they'll appreciate. I'm going back to check on the... Great. You can...
We'll talk later. As I was... You've helped me maintain... Is it luck? Had not so much as I'd appreciate... Our relationship... The only reason exposing this... The others involved no better. As much as it disappoints... Jamal's never... But... This... You and the rest of our... Now,
We have nothing to discuss here. I'll see you back in Dazzle.
I am trying to keep straight. I fear I may be losing my mind.
If you ask me, we should be selling.
Just trying to survive one.
You do not understand. I saw a Nasp, took measure of his burdens.
Ah, were you able to find Sahima? Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. This leaves houses
Politics can wait.
for the last.
It is the hubris of...
You claim?
I do no such until that is... Thank you, Harbinger. But the proof is...
Fine. Harbinger, speak. Agree to her.
Paid you on your land of one of the promised. Time is short. I have seen visions of it. And now the... Well put. But rest assured, at the edge of the... It is as the... In my vision, in the first, and in time. Indeed, in the second. At its... You stepped...
A rough end. Still. I am no heretic. I will not stand.
You may not read. Then you must embark. Step.
Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will? No. I have heard my grandfather's tale of the moment of contact. You are not what he described. But to see you here, perhaps the Great Serpent works through you. That, in this dark moment, would be enough. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.